Well, good evening, Facebook friends and menopausal ladies who I hope you don't mind me calling us Menos, because a friend of mine, Meg, she referred to us as Menos, and I thought, that's quite a cute way of referring to it. So from here on in, we are fellow Menos together. So yeah, I've got great... I hope you enjoyed my hair looking good last night after getting it done at the hairdresser's yesterday, because now this is the after football mum look. That's what I'm going for tonight. I think you'll like it's a sporting kind of a look, isn't it? Hey, ladies, I never claimed I was going to keep it. It was going to be lipsticks and lycra, although I did put some lippy on for you. This is keeping it real, girls. And so tonight I was going to do about, thank you for the thumbs up and hearts, I'm sure you can appreciate that on a Wednesday night. Busy mum style. My husband is away for 3 months at the moment. I've got 3 children, martial arts studio to run. As you know, I've got the Kate's Club every morning and doing all of the content for that. And it's a juggle kind of a time, but I don't mind. And the one thing I am dedicated to is helping us menopausal ladies find a better way. So I was going to do electric shock tonight, but so many of you begged me to go with the mood swings, to try and help with the mood swings. So, thank you, Mandy. Hey, Dorothy, how are you? Hi, Donna. Hey, Diana. Mwah, to you down in Perth. And so, yes, mood swings. Like, do I need to describe this? The awful feeling that you can go from feeling okay to... A child can leave a school bag. A dog can walk in front of you and trip you up. Your husband cannot make the bed again. The washing basket could have been left undone. The lawnmower could have been left out. A kid's bike could have been left out. And you lose the plot. Thank you, Rebecca. Has anybody else ever done that? Have you just lost the plot, turned into snarly, horrible, two-headed lady with attitude, and it has left your partner, your children, a work colleague, or someone else going, where did that come from? Scary woman has entered the building. Well, please make me feel good, but please let me know that you've done this. Have you ever done that? And then, through your utter self-loathing and regret at what just spewed out of your mouth, which isn't even your usual vocabulary. I mean, where does it come from? It's like this Beelzebub deep inside that goes, rah, and out it comes with attitude and horrible and not even the kind of person you are. And then the self-loathing kicks in and oh my God, why did I say that? I can't believe I said that. And you see your child's face drop and you think, I am the worst mother in the world. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Catherine, Annette. I'm glad. Thank you. You're making me feel not so bad, because for me to be able to help you, I've got to bear all with the way it's been for me. Otherwise, that's just not keeping it real. And the more you get to know me, the more you'll realise I so keep it real. And yet, like the devil, yeah, Deborah, it is. It's like the devil takes you over. And then the self-loathing kicks in. And then at any point within about 40 minutes from that explosion, I'm likely to burst into tears. And then I'm just, that's it, that I lose the plot in a different way then. And sometimes it can be that... and then you watch a happy film, or a rom-com. Oh, for goodness sake! Since when did that hit so many heartstrings? And straight out to the window into the garden, picking up stuff on the floor. I love it, Gail. That's a good one. I like that. I bet it made you feel better though, didn't it? So, from that to crying to the pendulum of mood to feeling nice about your husband, and then he can know your partner, and then they say one wrong thing, and that's it. That's them for 2 weeks. You don't want to know, don't care, and it's all their fault. So there we go. I gather you understand what I'm talking about here. And so why does it happen? Why do we go from the Hulk to a crying mess? Of course, Jacqueline Heidlin well said, yes, it is the flipping hormone imbalance again. But this time, what it is, it's hitting you because you've got different senses in your brain which keep you usually on an even keel. But when your hormones are going in and out of place, that seriously is affecting parts of your brain, part of your emotional brain that you are not used to feeling. And you are irrational, and there is things that you can do to combat it. But I think for me, one of the biggest things was realizing it wasn't me. It was the hormones. There was a real reason. It wasn't that, how many divorces must take place because of this? Because people don't talk about it. And you try to bottle it up. You try to kind of combat it in yourself. And my hormones made me do it. Yes, exactly. I just stood there with a gun in your hand. And you feel like it knocks your confidence. I think this is one of the biggest ones for knocking confidence out of ladies, because husbands, you might have had a bit of BMT, so they think it's a bit of a joke and it's a bit of that, but you know it's more than that. You know this is something different, and you know that this is more extreme than that, and that you really could do extreme things when you're feeling like this, and if you don't realize, and initially this is one of the first symptoms, so you don't even know that this is perimenopausal. So you really do start to self-doubt. And I think that is one of the biggest things that can help, that can really hinder us, is the fact that you don't want to speak about it because you think it's the PMT. And PMT compared to this, don't you just wish you'd have kept a lid on it for a few more years? Don't you wish you'd have just popped those evening primroses? Because that, for me, I don't know about you, but for me, that was a bit of a walk in the park compared to these these outbursts. So, but now you're in thick of this, and now you're in self-doubt. Is there something wrong with me? This anxiety and everything else? Am I depressed? If you go to the doctors with these first symptoms, chances are they are going to give you antidepressants. Chances are, if they give you antidepressants and it's because you're perimenopausal, they are not going to make you feel better. You're going to get constipated, you're going to slow down, everything about you is going to slow down, the weight will go on more, because a lot of the antidepressants, they just slow the system down, and they make everything go, instead of love you, hate you, love you, hate you, they just go zzz, and flatline you. Yes, yeah, you do feel like a nut job. But if the antidepressants flatline you, they make you feel that they slow down your metabolism, they slow down everything. But they might not make you feel better. So if that is the case, and that has happened to you, I really, really recommend that you get that list of the symptoms, go back to the doctor, ask, there is nothing wrong with you taking your power, your lady power, and on the phone saying, look, I really need to speak to somebody who's really good at speaking about menopausal things. Who would you recommend is the best lady doctor in this surgery to help sort me out, because I'm really at my wit's end? The receptionists will know. Of course they'll know. They'll know the ones who have come out still crying, having seen the doctor, the male doctor, who didn't have a clue, told them it was their age. So many of you have got me so angry because you've been put off by doctors who have just said, yeah, you're not quite there yet. You're not actually menopausal yet, so you just crack on with those symptoms. Don't take it, girls. Go back and see them. But maybe when you're in a calm moment. Don't get them my throat now, girls, even though you want to. Just go to them with the list, all nice and calm, and say, these are my symptoms. I think you need to help me sort this out before I go nuts, or something along those lines. Your turn. So what can we do about it? Here we go. Antidepressants, as I said, they're not going to do it. Communication. Communicate with your people who you share your house with, people who you share your life with. And this is the way I explained it to my kids who were 7 when I started going through it. And Theo, because I went through the IVF, and the IVF, the system that I went through like 10 times, used to make me be the most hideous hormonal person. And I used to have to explain to him, look, like, mummy's going through this stage where I might be a little bit grumpy, and I'm really sorry, and I will apologise straight away if I am. If you think I've been a little bit unreasonable, I'm not listening to you, please just point it out to mummy, and I will try my best to hear you. And that's all you can do. And your children will listen. They will listen. They do understand. They know that it's not the usual mummy. They're more than aware it's not the usual mummy. So speak to them, and you'd be amazed the reaction you get back. And as for those husbands and partners, they know there's something wrong. Of course they know there's something wrong. They will just go like, oh, okay, all right. So it's not that you really hate me. It's not that you've got another man in your life, which is why you have no tolerance for me anymore. I mean, the things that go through their minds, you can't second guess that, because it's a bloke and it's a shut, roll a shutter door, isn't it? Majority of the time. I know I'm like brisking over. I'm sure some of you got the most amazing, careful, thoughtful partners that have done research into the menopause and one step ahead of you. 1% maybe? Anyway, so talk to them, explain you do not feel yourself. You're going to try and sort it out. You're going to try and come through the other side of it. But until that happens, please, thank you, Helen. Please, can you just bear with me? I would really, really recommend trying that. Okay, diet. If you are hitting sugary things, you're going for the comfort foods, the sugary comfort foods, you're going for the caffeine to try and make you get over the lack of sleep, to get over the anxiety. Sugary things, caffeine-y things are going to peak you, trough you, peak you, trough you. And that is going to really mess with your brain. That's going to mess with your tolerance levels. That's going to mess with everything. So also, if you are trying to do a cutting something out diet, I can guarantee all you're going to do is make yourself hangry. Hungry, angry, hangry. Don't let yourself do that, because then if your blood sugar levels are going up and down, you're working against the system. You're going to be even worse. So try and eat little and often, work with your blood sugar levels. If you need more into that, obviously in Kate's Club, I can help you on a more individual basis, and I can help you there, work with the foods that you love, split them up into little meals that balance your blood sugars. That's what I do. That's what I've done for years. But otherwise, just take my general advice on here. If you can't do Kate's Club for whatever reason, take my general advice on here and please follow through with it. I'm just here to help. I really am. There's been a couple of hangry ladies recently who said to me, because I've tried to do this bot thing, if you've had strange messages from me that didn't make sense, it's because I'm trying to embrace technology, but I'm not very good at it. So if it seems like it's not me talking to you, it might be that you've accidentally got this bot thing talking to you, and I'm really struggling with it. So just ignore it and comment on this page instead, because here you get me 100% of the time, not me trying to work with technology. So I do apologise if you've gone with that. Sugary sweet, yeah, they'll make you feel good for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then they'll make you feel crap. That's the way it is. Diet Coke, yep, turning it into a Diet Coke, yes. Yep, that's gonna make you feel rubbish. It really is, it really is. Go for, all the things that your mothers used to take, the herby teas, the herbal grey, and you'd be like, Earl Grey, who would want that? Well, I'll tell you what, girls, now's the time to embrace it. So, crush, resh, yep, that's what I want to exercise. Get the endorphins going. Get out in the fresh air. Okay, we're up here. It's pouring with rain all day today. Gin. Yeah, gin. You know what? If you're gonna go for alcohol, girls, this is the kind of thing that I do in the Reality Kate's Club. Gin, your very slim tonics. Yeah, if you've got to do it, you've got to do it, girls. Anything, whatever's going to get you through. Yes, it messes with your cellulite. Yes, it does this. Yes, it does that. But you know what? Sometimes you've got to get a state change, and if that's the way it's going to do it, don't kick the pants out of it. But sometimes it just helps you. So yeah, gin is that and a slimline tonic. That's the one at the moment. Yes. Yeah, frustrating, so true, yeah. So who's saying that? Totally losing it sometimes. Yeah, Lorraine, I'm with you, I hear you. And you need to go to live for a week. Helen, I'm here for the next 27 days doing this every night. So exercise, the endorphins, natural endorphins, help balance you out, makes you feel good, gets a bit, and at least you feel like you're doing something, girls, instead of just sitting there getting into the wallowing self-pity kind of pit thing that doesn't do any of you any good. So embrace it, recognize it, do something, anything, today, tonight, tomorrow. Take a long bath, sort your head out, write down all the crap things, write down all the good things in your life, do something like that. Here's a good one that works for me, and that is that I like the twins tonight even. This is watching the kids at football practice. I was on my usual tight deadline of in, out, feed them, and they start kicking off together as only twins can. And I was getting a bit fractious. And then I looked at them. They were kind of jokingly not realising how much they were winding mummy up in the zone. And so what I did was I took myself out of the room. Took myself far enough away that I could still hear them, but I couldn't see them. And I looked at the ceiling and went, are they really doing this to annoy me, or are they just being kids? Am I being intolerant? Am I being extra intolerant? Am I being a bit of a biatch? Or are they just really trying to wind me up? Chances are nobody's trying to wind you up. It's just your tolerance level is really low. And if you breathe in, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go, this is not worth falling out with my children over. I can manage this. I've got a handle on this. I understand what's going on, and I am not going to let this beat me. I really recommend try it. The next time you think you're going to lose the plot, the next time you think, why is my husband being, excuse my French, turn me on mute now if you have children around, why is my husband being such an asshole today? Why is he not listening to me? Try it. Walk out of the room, look at the ceiling, breathe in for 5, out for 5, and go, is he really doing this to piss me off, or am I in a slightly strange mood? It's a horrible thing to have to admit, but it could really save you and your relationships within your household until you can find something else that makes you feel good. And you know what? I have no qualms about apologising. I apologise to my children. I apologise to Theo when something happened this morning and I didn't react like I would do normally. And you know what? I apologised to him before he went out to school. I gave him a big hug. I went, sorry, that wasn't the usual, mummy. I'm really sorry. Please bear with me. And he gave me a big hug back, and that was it. Gone. Children's minds, even teenagers' minds, teenage girls, woof, they're a different thing. I've only got boys, so over to you girls with teenagers. Woo, teenage girls could be slightly different. Also, what I do is I meditate. I'll share with you in a link here a meditation that I do that it only takes, because we're in a rush, aren't we? And we want this to happen now. Sometimes if I'm just not having a good day and I've got out of bed the wrong way and just life is not going right for me, I take 5 minutes. Instead of going on Facebook for 5 minutes, go onto YouTube, listen to this for 6 minutes, and I bet it puts you in a different zone. So I will post it in here. I might edit the post above here. So if you see something in there, then you'll see that. Oh, and above, I found a link. Loads of you said that the Menopausal has helped you. Let me show you. I've got sore thighs from Kate's Club. This cost me like a £5 something from Boots, and I've been telling you to go to Boots. Sorry, girls. I went looking round on Amazon for you and found for £10.99 you can get 90 instead of 30 of them. So that's what that link is above. It is what they call an affiliate one, which means it doesn't cost you any more, but I get like 3p for everyone that you use. So there we go. But anyway, that's I put that up there for you, and the Kate's Club as well, because lots of you are asking me about that, and I want to help, so that's why I've done the 50% discount. not to take your money. Some woman was obviously having a really bad night last night and said to me, yes, no, and I feel that crap, I don't even want to, blah, 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 and had a little outburst at me and said it was only for the money. I was like, look at my page, it's really not. Sorry, I hope you feel better soon. So onwards, the last one. Hugs, breathe, walking out of the room, meditate. What works page? Yes, I had this Einstein idea at some point today. If I can get technology to work for me. You guys have come up with some brilliant suggestions of things that work. So what I'm doing with each of these videos is I'm uploading them to YouTube. I'm going to put them on a menopausal page on my website so that you can look through which symptom applies to you, and then I'll put the remedies that you have suggested as links for people. So you, like me, you forget. It's like, what did that woman say was really good for the sweats? I can't remember. I've got no idea, because part of it is being forgetful. Then you get agitated, and then we're causing you to get in a bad mood again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a what works page in the first instance. So I'm going to do one page, and it's going to be the symptom and what you've suggested works for it, and a link onto Amazon where you can get it. Do you think that's a good idea? Give me thumbs up if you think that's a good idea. And if you see some strange messenger thing coming through your messenger from me, it's because I'm trying to tell you it's there, but I've probably hit the wrong button again. So if it's a random message, that's what I'm trying to do. So maybe just go from there and go, what is she on? It's not working for her. And go onto my page here, and I'll have put something here saying, yay, I've done it. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I've got 2 hours. 2 hours, girls, that I'm going to dedicate to doing a page of what works for you. So there we go. Hot flashes have hit me. No, not now, Tracy. Not mid doing this. The Menopause doesn't have any calcium yet, but Nona, there are ones of it that if you look at that link above, just underneath the one that I put the link up for, there's another one there that has got calcium in it. So if you specifically have the bad joints, look for the one with calcium and magnesium in it. So there we go. Feeling. Just turned 40, last 6 days. 2 weeks, I'm frustrating, anxious, tired. Oh, Angela, I hate to tell you. I bet you are perimenopausal, honey. I'm sorry. Itching. Yeah, I'm covering itching. Tomorrow night, I'm going to cover electric shocks, because it is one that you might not even know that you've done. So tomorrow I'm covering electric shocks. It's going to be 7 o'clock, not 8 o'clock tomorrow. 7 o'clock, not 8 o'clock, because I am not going to finish teaching my baggy t-shirt class, try and get those little boys of mine home and to sleep by 8 o'clock, because that is way too stressful. So what I'm going to do is bear with me. I'll probably still be a bit sweaty and sweating for the right reasons, hopefully not the wrong, having just finished teaching a class, but I'm going to bring you about the electric shock tomorrow. Yes, good. You think that's a good idea? Oh, yes. I'm using the black coyosh. Very helpful. Yes, Deb, somebody mentioned that yesterday, and I managed to find a link for that, found out what that was. Sugary sweets. Yeah. Your metabolism is going to get you to crave sugary, Angela, for an instant fix. Don't do it, because it doesn't take into account the fact 20 minutes later you're going to feel like cack. So, how to deal with the creepy crawly skin on my arms. Yes, that is, the creepy crawly skin on your arms is to do with, it's the serotonin in your brain. Things I didn't need to know 3 months ago, but now do, Lisa. It's the serotonin in your brain that works with your nerve endings, and so what it's doing is it's telling your nerve endings that this is going on, and to feel itchy and like creepy crawly things, but they're non-existent. It's firing the nerve endings here, and it will go away. That's one of the symptoms that comes and goes. Bear with it. It will go away. Omega-3 is the one that is really good for helping with that. So have a look at that, and become a regular, hot flushes, tired, forgetful, problem at once. So Tracy, yes, you're there. You are perimenopausal, And so get my list. I shared the link for the list yesterday. I forgot again today. Anyone think I've got a menopausal brain? It's probably not the best to be sharing information, is it, when you're absolutely in the thick of it with you. So yeah, so tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Gail, watch and I'll tell you all about it then. For now, I need to go because I've been up since 4:45 this morning. Because, yeah, omega-3, go for it, Lisa, that should help. It takes about 10 days to 2 weeks to kick in, but bear with it. Holland and Barrett, oldie but goodie, but get it down you. Not flushes, shocking memory, this is awful. Yes, Angie, that's some of the symptoms. Have a look at the list at the rest of the 36, tick off which ones you've got, take it to your doctors, and HRT helps with the moods. This helps me with the moods. I took the HRT and I started taking them at the same time. So I, being a skinflint, stopped taking these. After 6 days, I realised Beelzebub was coming back. These help me. Some of you, other things have helped. So yeah, I'll get that. What's working? Pleasure, Janet. Pleasure, Deborah. I'm now off to go and flake on the sofa and then to bed. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was useful, girls. And yeah, anything extra, anything else you want to ask me, please ask it in here rather than the messenger while I'm merrily screwing up messenger. I apologise again if you've accidentally unsubscribed to me because I didn't sound like I was making any sense and you weren't sure if you were talking to me or the bot. I will get it sussed, I promise. Yay, pleasure, Dawn. Complete pleasure, Angela. Dorothy, mwah. Sleep tight as well. Sweaty, tight, but we'll be there. I've got a toy coming. I'm going to do sweats on, when did I say I was going to do sweats? Friday night, I'm going to talk about the night sweats. I have got such a cool thing for you, girls. I'm not going to say anything more, but if it works, it's going to be super cool. And I can't wait to share it with you. Okay then, good night, Michelle. Good night. Pleasure, Trish. Bye, Nikki. Bye, Jane. And if you're watching this on catch up, please answer your questions and let me know if it was helpful or not, so that I get a gauge if I am helping, if I'm not, if you've got more questions. I'm new to sharing this information. I'm no expert. I'm just another woman who happens to have a lot of ladies on my page in the same situation, and I'm just here to help. So, yeah, it's that 12 months mark doesn't matter anymore. No, it doesn't. Julie, well said, it doesn't. Bye, Julie. And yes, have a chat with your doctor. Definitely speak to your doctor. Ask for the lady doctor. Ask for the one who's best at speaking about the menopause. Straight from the word go. Just take your lady power and go for it, girls. Otherwise, it'll be a wasted trip. It might not make you feel worse, not better. If you get fobbed off by somebody who says, oh, it's just that time of your life. One more of you tells me that a doctor's told you that, I'd swear I'll scream. And not just because I'm losing the plot. Bye, girls.